Hello, everyone, and welcome to another television series episode review. Let's talk about episode 5, titled Little Little Lies of the Sci-Fi USA TV show by the name of Chucky. Aired on November 9th of 2021, and just so everyone knows, comes on every Tuesday, 7 or 8 o'clock, or somewhere around there, depending on the time zone you live in. Episode 6, titled Cape Queer, and 7, Twice the Grieving, Double the Loss, will air the 16th and 23rd, and that's all Wikipedia has so far. So it's going to have at least 7 episodes, right? Probably around 10 or 12, depending on, that's kind of the normal length of the show. But let's get right to the episode. There will be heavy spoilers, just so everyone knows. This is a really neat episode as we're finally introduced back to Jennifer Tilly's character, or the character of Tiffany. And what they did really cool about this, I was doing some prior research to this, is that Fiona Dorff, actually, the daughter of Brad Dorff, who voices Chucky, was actually able to play a younger version of Chucky. So just in case you didn't know, those flashback scenes you see in this episode, that was Fiona Dorff, Brad's daughter, playing the part of her father in the show. So that's just a really neat thing that they did there with prosthetic makeup and practical effects. That's a really neat thing. I certainly didn't expect it. I knew when watching that it wasn't Brad Dorff because he's much older than that, and I was trying to look at him, and I was thinking, while me and my wife were watching the other night, I was like, there's no way that's him, he's too skinny there, not that Brad Dorff's a big guy, he's really not, but I was like, there's no way that's him, he looks too young, and I found out that was actually played by his daughter Fiona, so that's a really neat, that was just really cool when I found out that, kind of a fun fact. Like I said, reunited with Jennifer Tilly is in this. Like I said, Fiona Dorff is also in this. And then I found out in the next couple of episodes, we're also going to see return of another Chucky character by the name of Andy Barclay. And you'll remember him all the way back from the 80s when we have the original Andy character, the first victim, per se, or our first hero of the Chucky or Child's Play saga. So it's really cool. Didn't know he was going to come back. If you guys didn't know, this show is canon to the original story that Bride and Seed and all those previous Child's Play movies created. Overall, this show has been great so far. There's a great inclusion of representation when it comes to the LGBTQ plus community, so that's really cool to see that. You don't always see that in media and cinema today, so it's really cool to see them have that and play into that story and their own take when it comes to stories of that nature. Really cool to see that, especially on a channel like USA. So it's that way everybody can see these sort of stories be told when you don't always see stories like this get told at all. And you're starting to see more of these in today's shows, and such as Gossip Girl on HBO Max, and anyways, Riverdale and stuff like that. Overall, a really cool episode. He had the kind of the melted face, so that was really neat. And did some stuff I didn't expect. It looks like it plays into kind of the fact that we have the Curse of Chucky and the Cult of Chucky. And if you watch the Cult of Chucky movie that came out on DVD, a number of probably 5, 6 or so years ago, probably even longer than that, where Chucky was in more than one doll. And this kind of does the same thing, where not only has he possessed a doll, he has also possessed the actress's Fiona Dorff's body. And you can see that when he possesses her, she's able to stand up straight and walk around, but it looks like her body is able to fight back and have a lapse of sorts, because whenever she sees blood, she lapses back and falls, and once again isn't able to walk. So I thought that was really interesting. Tilly doesn't know that this is happening, or Tiffany's character doesn't know this is happening. So I can see looks like it's going to end up becoming like Bride of Chucky along the way, where Chucky and Tiffany aren't going to get along. They didn't get along on Bride and Seed, so it looks like they're definitely not going to get along now once she finds out that he's having these lapses of sorts, or these lapses of control, as he tries to seize control of a previous victim. I liked how it showed some scenes from Curse of Chucky for those who weren't familiar, or if it's been a number of years since I've seen the movie, so it's always nice to sort of refresh, when people don't know or haven't seen the movie in a while. Now we get a refreshing of memory of what happened in the movie, so we can, really tie the stories together. We found that a character also has stage 4 cancer. That was a nice little twist in the show. wondering what that secret of hers was, and now we know. So she'll probably pass along the way sometime in the show. I'll be sad when she passes, as she has been a supporting character of this show thus far. Overall, a really cool show. This is probably, if not the best episode so far. Like I said, as it brings back several characters, I really like the flashback scenes. As we see things we haven't seen before. We see how Charles Lee Ray and Tiffany, how they met, how they both became serial killers in a sense, and their weird and sick and twisted love along the way. And like I said, it's done in a different way now, where we find out in the future it's done differently, where Tiffany and Fiona are having a relationship, but we know, like I said, that that's actually Chucky inside her body. So when I first seen that, I was really confused until I looked at that and said, oh, he's possessed her body. So it's like I said, the story's done in a unique way, and something that definitely hasn't been done yet in the Chucky universe. But that's my review of episode 5, titled Little Little Lies, for the Sci-Fi USA TV show by the name of Chucky. Comes on every Tuesday, like I said, the 16th and 23rd. Episode 6 and 7 will air, and I'll do my best to post reviews every week. Thanks for watching, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe below.